I'm Olivia Bono-Voznenko from Modern Wall Street, and I am here with Matthew Cheslock from Virtu Financial to do a special holiday New Year's segment. Hi, Matt. Thank you for joining me.
That's my pleasure to be here.
Well, we were welcomed with a slew of economic data this morning, along with every other headline asking if the Dow will reach 20,000. Like you said, that is merely psychological. So which headline should we be paying attention to, and which one should we thumb right through?
Well, I think it is a psychological play, and the media has really been focused on it. But I think the average investor, the retail investor, should probably be focused on more of what we expect in the first month of 2017. We're starting to see earnings estimates being ratcheted up, and those are going to be some higher bars for these companies to clear. So if they're to do that, then the economy looks like it should shape out pretty well. But if they don't meet those increased hurdles, then it becomes more of an issue. So let's focus on 20,000 right now. I think we're going to get it next week. We need to clear that, and then we can start really focusing. But as far as the holiday cheer, our market's really done nothing this week at all. We haven't had any direction. We had no trends. The market's really been, a 40-point down day in the Dow feels like it's down 300 because everyone's anticipating 20,000. So it's really not that bad, and I expect it to be quiet for the next, at least through tomorrow.
Okay, Matt, we'll make sure to pay attention to the first month in January. Now, recapping 2016, were there any market theories or events that your fellow peers didn't necessarily agree with you on, or perhaps went unnoticed?
Well, I think the biggest one we're going to look at is what President Trump ran on, right? He ran on tax reform, infrastructure spending, repatriation of money, and we got caught really flat-footed when he got elected into office, and that's why the market had such a substantial rally. No one knew what to expect, but we should have known. He ran on it pretty aggressively for months. So not only the shorts got squeezed, I think everyone got caught in the catch-up mode, and that's something that people have been talking about. Smart money said, what, if Trump gets elected, we're going to see a 10% decline in the market, and we got the reverse. So it's a pretty impressive move. If you take that into account, it's almost like a 20% move. That some people may have missed because they forecasted on the other side. So I don't think we'll see a historic run like that after a presidential election ever again.
Yes, that is true. Now, on the flip side, were there any myths that you could foresee or saw?
We kind of anticipated healthcare to have a really tough year. And I think that was because we expected maybe Hillary Clinton to get in office, and she was going to be very tough on healthcare. So, now we're starting to see that trend go a little bit lower here. Trump's had some comments about healthcare that haven't been so positive. So maybe that's hit bottom here. That's starting to quiet down here. That may be a sector to look at in 2017. But I think that was one of the sectors that really faced the most pressure in 2016.
Now, speaking of sectors, are there any cautions that we should exercise going into 2017?
Some of the chip stocks they mentioned today, Micron had a big day today, and, they've been on fire recently. And can they continue that? I know chips are in every product that we're buying, and we're buying for our kids at Christmas time and stuff. Can they continue this run that they're on? We're starting to look at some of the retail names. Interesting, FedEx earlier in the week, they were forecasting some tremendous volume, but they had to hire so many more people to handle that volume. And so their numbers were mixed. So just because you're producing at high rate and it's going to continue, that's what I got in the beginning of this, is can you meet that higher bar that's going to be established? So.
Well, that's great advice to take into 2017. Matthew, thank you so much for meeting me, and Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year to you, too. Thank you.